Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.
Yeah, man, people. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back. So, yeah, man, we're here. Thanks for tuning in to another one here on the coach's desk. So, we'll be talking to team member from the 876 stream crew. And yeah, they're just going to do some pretty much some promotion on what is to come or what they have in store where the Reggae Boyz is concerned. A matter of fact, the JFF and the partnership that they have with them. So big up to everyone. We have the person already here. So big up to the persons who are here. Please remember, once you come, just like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Big up to Detonation. Big up to Toffee Rudy, Triple E, Ty, Fresh God, Capo in the building. Big up to the persons on Facebook. Jerry Sadler, big up yourself. So without further ado, people, we're just gonna kick this off like the ball game, quick and fast, so we can get this up and running. So I want you to put your hands together and welcome to our stream, Ewan Campbell.
Greetings.
All right, Mr. Campbell, welcome to the coach's desk. Thank you very much for being here on the show. How are you?
Appreciate it, man. I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man, cool. Thanks for even just to think about joining us here on the coach's desk. Now, before we get into any deliberation, any conversation, just give us a little rundown or a backdrop of who Ewan Campbell is. And when you're through with that, you can also give us a synopsis of the entity 876 stream.
Sure. So I'll merge both.
Yes.
So I'm a lover of creativity, lover of sports, lover of entertainment, and I've been just passionate about all three. As a child, I never necessarily had all the fast twitch muscles to make professional teams, but my love for sports never dwindled. And, the opportunity arose to join the 876 Stream team, and it's been magic since. And what 876 Stream is, it's a sports marketing and content development brand specifically for sports. It was birthed out of the need to, elevate sports in Jamaica. Sports is big business everywhere else. They've formalized it. They've done the necessary protocols to ensure that sport has all the opportunities for success. But as it relates to sports marketing, how was that actually being brought to the people? How was that content being shared? How was the information being given out? And what kind of creativity was being done to let persons who aren't necessarily sports fans, who aren't sports statisticians, enjoy the content, because there still needs to be eyes on the game. There still needs to be persons in the stadium cheering. So what does that experience look like, both in a stadium and online? So Stream is really created to develop and enhance sports and sports marketing and sports communities across the board. And I emphasize sports because I know we've been heavily involved in football over the last couple of years, but sports on a broad basis is really our commitment. The sports
Okay, awesome.
and the sports development.
Yes, definitely, and that is awesome. But you mentioned that you didn't have those fast twitch muscle fibers that will enhance you. But remember, sports don't only use those fast twitch muscle fibers. It sounds like you're talking about wanting to venture into sprinting, but but if you didn't have those muscle fibers, you also have since you didn't have those and you couldn't recruit them, you'd
Mm-hmm.
have had the slow twitch, so you could have ventured into long or middle distance running.
True. But I didn't like the longer middle distance running. It just seemed too overbearing for me at the time. So I just stuck to football.
Okay, okay.
Football was my thing, you know. So yeah, man, that's where that was my first love, you know. Track team, yeah, you try run, but you realize you're not too fast, so you just love everybody else. But football is my
So
first love.
so give us a little little information on your footballing career, man. You can't
No
just
man,
leave
there's
us
no
hanging
career,
like
man.
that.
There's no career. My football career of a football factory, or or up a Barbican football field. That's my career.
So it's not a career. All right, no
No, but
problem.
take a one and two business outside, you know, but
Yeah.
nothing for talk about. Nothing for talk about.
All right. No, so nothing. That's so then. All right. You also mentioned that sports is really a business, and quite a number of people don't believe that. There's this conversation that is taking place on the internet with Messiah Russell.
Mm-hmm.
The track and field athlete.
Mm-hmm.
The people tend to want to believe that people who venture into sports as a career, which is a viable career,
Mm-hmm.
they are not seen as a real career person, so to speak, because you do athletics, you run, go down there, so you do football, you kick the ball and run it down. You play
Right.
cricket and you hit the ball or you bowl. People don't really see that as a really viable career or a make sense career, so to speak. Them it's like them look down on it and say anybody can do it. So you
Right.
touch a
And
very
that's
vital
unfortunate.
point there. So I want you
Mm-hmm.
to elaborate on it a little bit there.
I mean, in terms of so let's start at the talent. First
Mm-hmm.
of all, to be gifted with the talent to play sports on an exceptional level is don't want to go too far with the conversation, but the 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 next level, um, almost superhuman like skill set to be able to play sports, to be able to excel at sports. It's nothing ordinary. And for every time you see, whether you're watching football and you see 22 persons on the field, or you're watching track and you see 8 persons line up, those persons are exceptional human beings, because it takes more than what you think to train continuously at that level. It takes more than what you think mentally, in terms of even your mental fortitude, your capacity to break down even your own psychological barriers to the thing that you're doing, because it's rough, it's painful, it's hard. I remember watching a video once with I think it was Bolt in training, and
Mm-hmm.
he was doing some sprints, and after, I don't remember, like, coach must have tell him say have 7 laps of 400s or something to that effect. I don't remember what the training was. And at some point in time, he couldn't continue. He had to stop and vomit. Took that much of a toll on his body. And coach said, you have 3 more laps. You know, after him lean over and vomit out everything, Coach stand up there with him, clock saying we are waiting for him. You have 3 more laps.
I tell you about that still, we call it in that regard as nothing bad. It might seem odd and off to onlookers
Right,
and even the athlete, but it not really bad, We call it change of oil. And
right,
if you drive a vehicle and you
right.
change your oil, so it'll get more pulling, man, better
Mm-hmm.
pulling. So hence the
Mm-hmm.
reason the coach are wait for him, because he
Yeah,
knows say
man.
once the oil change, say him ready again.
Again. Right. But again, most people don't have that capacity within them,
Mm-hmm.
especially the mental toughness. So persons may think of a career that, you utilize your aptitude for thinking or anything, you know, on a theoretical level, where you can
Mm-hmm.
use up your brain space, quote unquote. But an athlete uses everything. They have to think
Everything.
quickly. They have to make decisions quickly. and they have to have the understanding of their entire muscle mind connection from them pinky toe to them hair follicles. They must understand what is happening in their body. Some persons, most persons don't. You don't have that capacity. And transfer that now to an exceptional talent. There must be an opportunity for that exceptional talent to make an exceptional amount of money, right? Where
Mm-hmm.
business is concerned, how does that talent transfer their skill set? Because every skill set can be monetized. Whether you play the violin, whether you play the piano, whether you write, whether you build computer software, whether you make furniture, the persons who are really good at what they do monetize their skill set. So athletics is no different, and there's a business for it. What we unfortunately most persons find athletics to be is a source of common entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Not revered as something that someone gone through to build this great thing. No, you just born fast and you can run up and
Yeah, but you have to look on it, the genesis of it too, because in ancient Greece, these people used to use whatever the talents that these people have as entertainment purpose.
exactly,
So that
exactly,
is where it's coming. So it's like it just seep into generation to generation, and
exactly.
people believe that, sports
Athletics
is
and
just
sport is common
entertain.
entertainment.
Yeah,
Right.
when
Remember what
it brings a twofold cover, because it gives a level of entertainment, but at the same time it is a viable career that these people are pretty much taking on to ensure that them feed them family.
of
Seem like
course.
one man will go and become a computer engineer, him do it to feed him family. So it's the
But look
same
at
thing.
the
It's just
if you even check the level of take some of the greatest, and even if you want to drop it below the greatest and even want to call it kind of average, the average sports person can retire at 35 and has had a good 15-year career if they started early, into professional sports, and they can live for the rest of them life and don't worry about bills. Not
mm-hmm.
at all. They're set, and that's the average guy. So imagine the exceptional guy. Great, David Beckham can retire and go and buy a football team and travel the world and see his favorite sites any day of the week he chooses. David
Yeah,
Beckham isn't an old man. David Beckham isn't 60 odd. He's not, you understand? And you have many more like that. Usain Bolt retired at what age? 30, 33, 34.
yeah. No, probably are younger than that one.
Little younger than that. And both
Yeah,
are
but
live
yeah, about
long.
33. Yeah.
Right. You understand? So what we look down on as common entertainment generally, and I said the general we,
Mm-hmm.
it's unfortunate, but because also I think that the business of sports is not necessarily broadcasted to the highest level.
Mm-hmm.
It's not necessarily a first priority course that's offered at a tertiary institution. The
Mm-hmm.
business of sports is not discussed in the highest boardroom levels, generally speaking, unless it's a sports company or a sports brand. So how do persons really understand the mechanics behind what it is that comes together to put together sports? I remember looking at something on social media the other day, and they were it was a comedian actually making fun of some persons that operate Formula One. I think it's the guy that changes the tires. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and they were saying that that guy has the easiest job in the world. He works 3 seconds, a total of probably 9 seconds or 12 seconds for the entire day, because he needs to take he takes 3 seconds to change those Formula One tires to get that car out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and how, depending on how many laps, how many times the car makes a pit stop, it's not making pit stops more than 3 times, 3 to 4
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
So he's probably working 12 seconds. And the guy was making a joke that says, yo, I want a job like that because the man are lazy. But the truth is that that man who is changing that tire is probably a chemical or mechanical engineer with distinction. and has gone through the process of understanding mechanics, physics,
Mm-hmm.
a great deal to be able to do that job in three
So
seconds
quickly, yeah.
so quickly. So what you don't understand is the behind the scenes. You see the front
Mm-hmm.
facing thing, and you might see an athlete run a race, and you might see an athlete kick a ball in the goal, and you might see somebody driving a car. Um, and you say, oh yeah, simple thing, entertainment. But you don't understand the level of intuition, the level of intellect, and the mammoth production that you have to have people at the highest level of intelligence to be able to put that production together. So I think also the conversation should be around now, you know, how do we actually leverage and elevate the tone of what the business of sports looks like. So persons can get a clear understanding set. And on a joke thing, you know,
Yeah.
and nothing by the way, just happened just so. It's actually a very intense process.
Yeah, man. And I will put money in a sports too. So I don't know why
Holy,
people always think that.
holy, I think Cristiano Ronaldo now beard.
All the man we probably below Cristiano Ronaldo. He might make a nice him alright.
Of course.
So
A referee at an international game can get 20,000 pounds to go and referee an invitational game at one of these. Let's say they're playing some form of legacy championship with Zidane and him friend them. How much money you think that referee getting? $20,000. Probably 20,000 pounds to ref that game, and he's definitely not doing as much work as Zidane and Co. Is not as fast. The game is not that fast paced.
mm-hmm.
If him call 10 foul, him call enough, you know. So,
Cause them want the game flow.
but they want the game flow. But that referee just got 20,000 pounds for 90 minutes. How much persons in working spaces make that?
Yeah, for real.
So we need to understand and respect the value that sports has, and I think that's also a part of the the process and challenge that stream is willing to undertake. How do we share, instruct and guide persons and the wider community on what sports means, not just to the business of sports, but to the culture of Jamaica and the brands, and how we can make it better.
Yeah. All right. What is your role in the 876 stream crew?
Some days I take out the trash, some days uh, you know, do driving and delivery, but the title is general manager. So some days it depends on what the role is. Some days we stand up in the hot sun, some days we are deliver food, some days we're on the road doing promotion. So it depends on what the the circumstances are. But I oversee the wider team, look at the options for sponsorship, look at the engagement with our internal clients, and just ensure that our team is functioning at a high level. Come in and assist where necessary, provide the necessary support, guidance, and tutelage. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. All right. So this partnership form right now, seeing,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
I don't know if you know, when they come on to the Reggae Boys fans, them no play, seeing,
Yeah.
and them they are heavy hitters.
Yeah, man.
Hold on there. Somebody a call my phone and I can't talk to right now. Hey, me know say some serious match this a go on now. But anyways, back
Hmm.
to that. Reggae Boys fans them are some heavy hitters, them
Yeah,
no
man.
play
Yeah, man. Yeah,
in the
man.
space.
Yeah, man.
So
We're
you
getting to
see,
meet them.
yeah, you seem to be, affair with them right now. So what does, from a general manager standpoint, what does 876 Stream really bring to the JFF in terms of and the football in terms of marketing? How will 876 Stream get the stadium to be filled? That the people might defend. The football has declined, the support has dropped. What will you do to get it back to the standard or to the level?
I think the first thing that we look at, a lot of people look at hype, a lot of people look at, everything else except some very key things. Um, so we're working on a strategy, and we have to re-emphasize and emphasize every single day that our strategy does not, I'd say, undertake everything all at once, right? Um, One minute. You hearing me? Or did I chip out or you chip out? Which one?
Go on top, man. Me there. Me just put you
Oh,
in at the forefront. Yeah, man.
okay. Yeah, our strategy doesn't undertake everything at once. So as it stands right now, in our first phase of the strategy is getting as much information as we possibly can through all the avenues. Now, a lot of persons saw what we did with the success for the Jamaica Premier League, and the immediate question is, all right, so where you going to for JFF? Hold on. Um, it's a process. So just like if you get a new space, you get a new house, you have to build it from scratch. You build a car, new car, you have to build it from scratch. You start a new relationship, you have to start from scratch. So it is going to be a process. We're not looking at it from a short term understanding. We do know that there are some things that we call low hanging fruits that in the immediate way we can kickstart those. And I think that some persons have been appreciative of what we've been able to do so far. First things first is just clear communication. We've been hearing through the grapevines over the number of conversations that we've had that, there's always a challenge with getting information and knowing what is happening, and or sometimes the information just comes too late for persons to make a decision. So how we look at the process is, all right, well, let's start with the basics. The basic is give the people information first and foremost. Before you get them hype, before you get them fancy, before you get them flair, before you get them chandelier through the ceiling, give them clear information communicated to them in a very thorough way, and help them to understand or give them enough information for them to make a decision. So we've been able to do that so far by communicating to the YouTube community, communicating online, communicating by responding to messages, and ensuring that the different stakeholders internally are also communicated to the different federations, etc., etc. So there's a lot of work that is happening behind the scenes that is going to now have to be laid as a foundation that helps us now to build on that, build on that, build on that. So when we get to the points now of fireworks, everything runs smoothly. So that's phase one. Phase two, we've been listening, and we've been taking all of the feedback, all of the ideas, because for every time that, either myself or Conrad or Alex, goes on to one of these channels, there's a host of feedback that comes in, both immediate feedback and what we get after. And we listen, we're listening, we're actively listening, and we're actively taking notes and making sure that we give the opportunity for the fans to experience what they have brought to us as their challenges. You understand? Or make better what they have brought to us as their challenges. So fan experience is a major piece. Coming at the stadium, lame, stadium, daddy. You wonder if it's a football game you're there or a church service. So our fan experience and fan engagement strategy is also going to be very visible starting at this first game, and it's going to extend and continuously build. So when you come into the stadium now, what you're going to see and what you're going to feel and what you're going to experience is going to be new. It's going to be an uptick from what you've probably experienced at previous games, because we know that in order for the support to continue, we need people in the stadium. But before that, in order for people to be in the stadium continuously, you need to have a good experience provided for your fans. So my money that is paid as a patron should get me a quality experience. Even if I bleach as me, I go, that no say, we're supposed to have a good experience, right? So that is what we're working towards. And that is what we'll be executing as our first priority for the game, a fun experience that makes you guarantee yourself that you're going to buy another ticket for the next home game. And that's where now we get the support going, continue to please the fans so that when them come to the stadium, them cheer on the boys with all the vigor and excitement and enthusiasm. The boys receive that enthusiasm and excitement, and drive off of that what they call 12th man effect. So it can be stadium fans in the audience in the stands, but the players on the field aren't feeling that energy. We're changing that as well. So that's some of the work that we've been doing now.
But let me ask you this. In terms of getting the fans to buy back in, that is the most important thing, because interest just coming to the stadium to watch the football. No matter if Bailey did it, no matter if Antonio did it, the place now full. How is this company stream? Because this is a big task, How are you going to get that in operation to be done?
So that's what I'm saying to you. The understanding that we have is we're not looking at it from even just the perspective of football. We're looking at it from the perspective of human emotion, right? So if we're gonna go deep down in the marketing part, no, it's really no more so understanding your customer, understanding the psychology of your customer. That's how great brands succeed. So if me understand the people who are coming to the stadium, what them want, what them need, and we've been listening to them, and we are taking what they're saying and we are going to implement it, then there's no way that we can not have a research and support going forward. The surge in the support will not come today or tomorrow. It will build over time. You have some of them called early adopters, and you have some of them called late adopters. So you'll have some persons who, for the love of football, irrespective of what's happening, they're gonna come to the game, right? Bailey, Antonio, John Brown, Tom Strokes, whoever, Jamaica play, we're going to the stadium. We got a match, right? Now, it may be a very small number of persons. Who knows? But what we're saying is that if that small number of persons come and see the change and experience a difference, then I'm gonna tell somebody.
That is true, but here one next drawback now. And the viewers out there who are watching, don't think that I am looking down on my phone. This is the coach's desk, and me lose my desk. Seeing bailiff gone with my desk, so I'm unable to really look in the camera. So me really I look on the screen with Mr. Campbell online. So don't watch my head down and think say me just read the comment in the comment section. No, me I pay attention because the laptop is not on the desk.
Right.
Seeing bailiff gone on my desk. All right. So I just a coach at work now. It desk kind of depend pause. So my point is that some people think that this team is filled with too many or too much English-based players, and that is one of the reasons why the fans not coming out. So you see the level of pushback that you might be receiving, where the fan base is also concerned.
Yeah, man, and we have a strategy and a solution for that as well. And I don't want to make it sound like so we're going to fix everything one time again, but we know that part too. So what we're looking at and what we will be doing is bringing the players as best as possible on what we call a player tour, right? The players must know the country. And I said the country because it has to be a case where the players get to meet the people. The people get to meet the players. It can't just be you put on a jersey, you go on the field, and then you're going at the tunnel and you're going on a plane, and that's it. We just know say you show up on a Reggae Boyz game. Because the difference with previous teams is that there was a little bit of localized players involved. So a man come from a community, in community a game of strength, and there's now this love for the local hero. But we understand the business and we understand that we may not have the capacity to fulfill some obligations only through our local base players. We might need a little help from international base players. We've been a part of the strategy from '98. We can't forget Dean Burton. Now, Dean Burton saved we would have won 2-4 couple times. You understand? No matter how much we did love Pearl with hero, Walter Blacker boy. But Dean Burton saved a couple times. We import him. So we can't frown upon the man them when they are taking an opportunity to play for Jamaica.
But I get that.
And
But
same way,
there's always going to be a divide in the fan base where that is
we're not
concerned.
kind of problem there.
Okay, me just make you know that.
Yeah, man, we know that part. But what we're saying is, even if you don't like him, for whatever reason you choose, maybe you don't like people who come from England, you don't like him accent, you think you're a baller from your community could play in another position there and take that space there. Fine, fair. But what we're saying is, we are going to introduce you to demand them and make you meet them. We are carry them about the place and make you meet them. You're going to be able to go somewhere and see them. You're going to be able to go somewhere and shake a hand. You're going to be able to go somewhere and get an autograph. Right?
Okay.
We are going to make it possible now and you're going to hear them on interviews more often.
Yeah,
But
man.
the challenge is that we have to now look at a tight window between when Stream started our operation to when is the first game, season still are going, man still have contract, this, that, players overseas. So it's hard to get everything done right now. But we have a long campaign, right?
Yeah.
2026 is a good little while away, even though. But we're looking at it from the standpoint of you will see, you will meet, and you as the wider community, the Jamaican audience, you will engage with the players. When we go overseas, same thing. You know,
And
we want to be able to set the schedule. So we're not just working locally as well, we're working with the diaspora as well.
and you know you're perfectly right. You know, you see all of the fan base, especially in the diaspora, them know the ballers. Them, you know, they're quite of it. But I think it is the home, the people on the island not too affair with the ballers with them name, because them know
Yes.
so much indulge in the football, like especially
Right.
on a platform like this and others where we talk about the players, then we let the
Right.
people
And you
know
know
about the
them
players,
statistics,
them.
you know
You
what them do
understand?
last week, you know how much goal them score each week,
Exactly.
you know
So
everything.
how you plan to engage the diaspora? Because I hear you mention that you want to even go into that road to have a pulling power, so to speak. How you plan on doing that?
Do you?
Me?
Yeah. You
How?
mean for you? You mean how? You have a
So that me
platform.
ask.
You have a platform, yeah, so with 30,000 people when me never see or know about in my life. I mean, also a good amount of them don't come from here or are living here currently. So I am talking to the diaspora through you. And Conrad is talking to the diaspora through Ryan and everybody else is where. So we are literally leveraging the opportunity to share our message, to share what is happening through our YouTubers and through our YouTube community, because we don't have the opportunity to broadcast as frequently as you guys do. But getting the opportunity to come and speak to you helps, because my phone I ring now with man from New York, man from Jersey, man from yo, get your number from so and so, or yo, send me an email address. We have some things. Hey, want to pay for your marching band. You know what I mean? Or I am
Okay.
the person who has been responsible for the marching band for so on and so many years. You know, no, happy to see you guys in the thing. You know, tell me what you need, tell me how we can help. Man called me today, man cuss me from today's what, Wednesday? From Monday the man cuss. You know why man cuss? Man I say I want to buy 300 ticket.
Mm.
Send me the banking info where I must send the money. You understand? I don't know this man from nowhere. But the conversation was started and the connection was made through the YouTube platform, through our conversations online. So this is what we're talking about when we say galvanizing the support of the diaspora through the YouTubers, but at the same time,
So hold on, when I use way.
yeah, of course. Of course. Wait,
And you say it boldly, man.
yeah, I'm not shy. This man, one thing, we don't go run corner,
So hold on. How it a benefit we then?
Then call my phone, man, and we work out arrangement. At look.
Arrangement? Okay,
Um,
all right. No say no, no
but,
say no, no say no, no say a word further. I
but what
continue
we're
talk.
looking at is how does the community actually genuinely benefit? We said, all right, for the first game, let's introduce some promo codes. You guys can benefit from promo codes, giving away tickets, selling tickets, advertising tickets for sale, using Coach's Desk promo code. Boom,
No,
boom.
but me nah no promo code. So that me far fetch out of this thing, you know.
So you don't have a promo code yet. That's the only thing. You don't have a promo code yet. But you're gonna
No,
get
me nah no promo code.
you must say yet means it's to come.
So
So
how promo code run and yeah, use the YouTube space them and me no get none. Eh?
so no, well, I never know say you never have one. Me think you sort out already, but if you tell me now live on air at 6:37 p.m. so you don't have a
No
promo
man, me not tell lie, man.
by tomorrow morning that fix. Me guarantee that. Me guarantee say that fix tomorrow morning. No, and when I box shot with that. That I go fix tomorrow morning. Me never know say never have one. First, me I meet you. So thank you for sharing. And my commitment is first and foremost, we're gonna fix that.
Alright, sir. Me I hear
Yeah.
you. Me no really take promise still, you know.
No,
Cause
that's fine.
them says a comfort to a
Yeah,
to a
that's
fool, you
fine.
know. So
That's fine. I'm gonna like make promise need. I'm gonna just tell you what I go on. I'm gonna just talk facts.
but you say it, so you that means you make arrangement. And
Right.
is
I'm gonna make the call. I'm gonna make the call and make sure you get the promo code and start out.
somebody in the comment section say me crack your code. Anyway, so yeah, you say some people from overseas are link you
Yeah.
and it like a thing a move, it a reach.
Mm-hmm.
But you know the fans them a give you, and this is what I've heard. I have not had hands-on or conversation with people.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you follow the noise and you hear what go on.
Right.
The fans, them think say this 876 stream can't get the football back to the heart of the people. And this might be a pipe dream. This might be way above on a scale your peer scale.
Mm-hmm.
It what effect will you 876 stream team have on the whole getting back the fans involved? The people them a talk about also the slogan one I use, Jamaica land we love, that
Mm-hmm.
not really catchy in this generation. Or you debunk some things like that.
Um, for every so the idea and the execution really make the success of the thing, right? Most times you think of every brand that exists now, really and truly, um, and let anybody tell you the stories. Steve Jobs probably can't tell you the story anymore, but you can't find it. Everybody thought the ideas were crap when them just start. Jeff Bezos, Amazon, crap. What is that? Why not buy that? Apple, crap. What is that? Why not interested in that? Right? Nike,
Worse it did buy it already.
eh?
Worse the Apple did buy it half piece like some of
Exactly.
them.
You understand? You know what? That don't make no sense. Nike, a foolishness. That nobody not buy that. Converse that around the place. But not buy that shoes. Yeah, what you mean? Where you come from? Right? Yeah. So those things really and truly no matter to we. And we've gone through the process, unfortunately, so many times of building things from scratch that nobody thought would work.
Give me an
Um,
example.
well, let's put back into sports. Let's look at JPL and the work that we've undertaken for Jamaica Premier League over the past 2.5 years. JPL was at lower levels in terms of attendance, in terms of production, in terms of content, bush league business, you know.
No, but hold on. In terms of attendance, you sure? Attendance. Hey, me got one. I don't remember that match there, no. But me can remember one final when me did go with Waterhouse and Portmore United, a stadium.
Yeah, man, me not talk about finals, you know. Me not talk about like
Oh,
generally throughout
generally.
the season because
So there's a significant increase in terms of how would you attribute the stats to that?
so it
Because you have a
galvanized.
gate count and you do all of them something there.
No, I mean you can look at the support in terms of just just being in visual of what has been happening.
Yeah, but
Because
remember, say not everybody in visual, so you have well, me
no,
don't know
no,
if me a pressure you still,
understand
but
what
me
you're
I tell you
saying.
what me
But
I say.
there's not every process managed by us, so we don't necessarily manage
Yeah, but if
the
you say it a increase, you should have the statistics from the other people them who
but
manage
if
different areas to tell you say the stats are
sure,
improved.
sure, but if Premier League don't have the stats, where the stats are come from?
But
You know?
that's why you can't just jump and say, yo, it improve on the we because
No,
whatever,
no, no, no,
whatever.
no, no. We're not jump and say it improve because of we.
No, you said the numbers, of course.
yeah, the
And the
numbers
marketing
improve.
and it moved
Numbers
from Bush
improve.
League to
No, well, no, no. What I'm saying is the representation of the Premier League, what persons locally had in terms of even a conversation. If you look at even how the production, if you look at the level of sponsorship, if you look at the level of entitlements of sponsors and all of that,
and
this
it was
year
you guys who brought those on board because
our
of your
work with the Premier League has
okay.
created that to happen. Right? There are different stakeholders at play that all played a major contribution in what we were able to leverage collectively. But the work that Stream has done in terms of even creating and curating the content specifically with certain things
Surrounding the
in mind,
football.
surrounding football,
Okay.
surrounding even how you talk to or engage a sponsor for say, okay, um, just bet your piece of content is this. You understand? So
Yeah.
it's no longer just a company give the league some money, but they're now able to see the return on their investment because they have different engagement, different branding, different awareness around how the brands are being engaged online. We can give them metrics about their brands online now, which probably wasn't being done before.
And just to
Show
add
your
to that,
reports. It
to
can
to
show your
add to that,
engagement. Mm-hmm.
is if we're thinking about how to improve the numbers and all of this because we're dealing with numbers, I would say that there has to be some statistical evidence to wow the fans because say the last 5 years throughout the entire season we have say for example 10,000 fans. This year throughout the entire season we have 15,000 fans. This is just an example, and then you
Mm-hmm.
want to increase that going into the next season. So with these numbers, it doesn't matter how you get them, but we don't want no superficial number.
No, but
If you were
we're not work with superficial numbers at all. I
no,
mean,
but I
like what
know. Hold on, Mr. Campbell. Nobody gets so defensive. I don't idea me a throat.
Oh, okay, okay,
It's
no
an
problem.
idea me a throat. So
Mm-hmm.
with the numbers that you're gonna see that you have going each year,
Mm-hmm.
whichever way you find to get that stats,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a good addition so that the fans and the public at large and the sponsors that you might want to engage again
Can see and know
can
what is
see that
happening.
the incremental improvement in terms of attendance and numbers as it
Mm-hmm.
goes throughout the years since you have been a part of it. So
Mm-hmm.
that's
Mm-hmm.
all me I say because numbers important in this thing.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And even just now, we're probably just finishing up our report now to send over to JPL on our conclusive report on the end of the season. And I know that for sure, especially in the latter parts, especially as it related to playoffs. We can tell you off the top. I think we at playoffs we were probably around 28,000 in terms of a number for our Instagram profile, right? For the Jamaica Premier League's Instagram profile. Um, and over the last 4 weeks of playoffs, it almost reached 10,000. So the content that we have been creating, I mean, and there has been slow increments up to the point of playoffs, right? Getting it from in the teens and bringing it up, bringing it up, bringing it up, bringing it up, bringing it up. But over the last lap of engagement that we had with playoffs, we almost had a 10,000 person fan engagement increase in terms of number of persons who have followed the page. We have videos that we've posted that are organic content. We never even run any ads around it. 1.5 million views, and that's just persons coming on, looking out for the content. So every week for the past 4 weeks for playoffs, persons were just waiting to see what content we're going to be posting during the course of
Okay.
the week and engaging with it and sharing it and having their own internal dialogue around it. It's being circulated in WhatsApp groups, and that's the type of conversation. So when we tap back into the emotional response of those persons who have been a little bit, standoffish for whatever
Yeah.
their own reasons are, we know that we will get back to the level of, you know, speaking to the fans, but also having the fans speak about what is happening. And as we said, we're very open to the fans giving us all the information, all of their ideas, all of what their expectations are, because that's the only way that it's going to work. It's a two-way street. We're not trying to build this thing in isolation. We're
Okay.
building this with the fans in mind, and their satisfaction is our primary concern. Right
All
this.
right. All right. Cool. So what is next for the whole marketing of games? Because we have like a week to go before the game,
Mm-hmm.
and I have not really heard any amount of advert where the game is concerned from a stream perspective, or let me not say stream or 876 stream. I'm talking about like in the print media, television, radio. I don't see a lot of traction where that is concerned. And my thing is it going to be a case going forward? Because I don't think this will work. If that is the case, it can't be 3 weeks before the game we see a lot of traction. I believe this should be an ongoing thing. Remember, you said the World Cup qualifier period winner. We know we are gonna have Copa, but if the thrust and mandate is to market the whole Reggae Boyz, we can't wait till close to the game, 2 3 weeks. That, I mean, you need to give people more time because people need to plan, people need to do this. And with the economic situation in Jamaica, persons need to probably put aside a little thing so them have scheduler come up throughout a reminder to folks in print, in TV, on TV and radio, so that they can have an idea that, even in the whole social media space, so that there's always a constant reminder to the fans that, hey, game a come up, me ready for that game, me a plan for that game, me a put on some money for that game, even the diaspora people, them,
Right.
some
So
would want to come, but them don't know before time, so that they can make their plans to take their vacation. Them can put on some little shillings to ensure so them buy them plane ticket and support the thing.
right. So here's a trick where that is concerned. Um, Marketing and marketing well takes a lot of money, a lot of money that people don't necessarily take into consideration, and that's
But
fine.
you have enough sponsor.
No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't.
Man,
No, we
you
don't.
shoot yourself in your foot now,
No,
innit?
we're not shooting ourselves. We're being honest. We
Okay.
don't have a lot of sponsors right now that are giving us the cash to care. And that is where we are at. We are now re-engaging sponsors. Some sponsors' contracts are coming to an end with cash already allocated, and now it's just at a minor level where they can only afford X. We're working with our sponsors who have now just joined. We're working with our sponsors who have now give commitments to. Some don't give cash yet. Some just give commitment to give cash or give support wherever they can. So what we're looking at and what we're working with is an an approach now where we're taking our time, and it is going to seem like most persons are impatient, and we have to prepare ourselves for that because the desires won't change. Somebody wants to know this, somebody want this, somebody want that, somebody want that. We won't be able to fulfill every single thing just yet. We're running a lot of digital ads. If you haven't seen it, we are running a lot of digital ads. We have set up all of the necessary platforms and tools for persons to purchase their tickets online so far. Tickets physically will probably be at the JFF office at the end of the week, and persons will also have the opportunity to purchase tickets on the day at the National Stadium, right? That communication is now going to be very clear because that was an internal meeting that now had that confirmation around, okay, what's the best way to structure this? So there's a lot that's happening behind the scenes that we can't just come out and get firing everywhere. Print ads are expensive. Television ads are very expensive. So to even run a TV ad for weeks is millions of dollars. We have not, at this point, garnered enough sponsorship because we're at a very integral point now in the sports season, I would say, for the Jamaican brand. Olympics are keep, World Cup are gone, Copa are keep, netball are keep, cricket are keep. You understand? So there's a lot of divvying up. It's not like it's just a big one World Cup year where a company can say, ah, here we give 100 million easy. There's a lot of divvying up that's happening between sponsorships that are now taking shape
So
at
so 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 so
commitment.
Mr. Campbell, with with
Mhm.
with the, that deficiency, are you telling us that your action plan won't come to fruition because the lack of sponsorship on your part?
No, it's not a lack of sponsorship on our part that won't make the action plan
All
come
right,
to.
you don't have the financial backing then.
The action plan will come to fruition with time, is what we're saying.
Okay,
That's the
okay.
reinforcement that we're saying.
So
With time. Now, it's not going to happen next week, all at once.
in the meantime,
Mhm.
in the meantime, since print media is
So,
is,
so
is
hold on. Let
expensive.
me tell you what is happening. In the meantime, we have
Mm-hmm,
billboards up. We have digital billboards up, right? We
mm-hmm,
got sign off from one of our sponsors today. So our digital billboards will be up across the island. Not in every nook and cranny, but predominantly in Kingston, some in St. Ann, and some spaces in Montego Bay, right?
mm-hmm.
Again, we're gonna have to build the thing and work our way up, right? We've also just
Sorry,
agreed.
any of those location happen to be the airports?
No, no.
That is something you can look into.
I don't think there are any digital billboards on that strip. To be very honest with you, I need to double check, but digital billboards are not on that strip. And digital billboards are the easiest boards that we can advertise now because our actual physical board would mean another level and layer of production. Somebody have to go take down the ad. The board itself has to be made. The artwork has to be printed. It's going to
Mm-hmm,
take days to install, and it's going to take a lot of money to care and nurture that over a long period of time. So to put
mm-hmm,
up that billboard for a June 6th game to take it down again, that's not going to be very financially savvy. So
mm.
digital boards are where the cusp of what you will see as advertising now. And
Yeah, but
digital
I'm saying
albums So
Yeah, but I'm saying in the meantime as well, most, if not all, persons are au fait to social media.
mm-hmm.
Most times, most times, the information is on social media, and you see TVG and CVM 2 days after you probably
I
have
just
see it on
update
them
that.
station.
Yeah, man. So that's what I said as well. We have
So you
digital
have to
ads running.
utilize this part of which is free, of
Absolutely.
course.
You're not free.
It
Our
not gonna
conversation
cost it
is
not gonna
free.
cost you so much money.
It's not gonna cost you so much, but it's not free. Not free.
To just post something on the internet,
No, man, posting it on the internet is one thing, but we've posted
creating
something
it.
on the JFF page, and tomorrow someone comes under another post and say they never see it. And it happens all the time. So what
So
we
that
have to
means
do
you
now,
need to permeate the whole social media space.
so now
Yes,
that may I say,
since as I say I use
that
it.
takes a
Seeing
budget.
give
So,
give the YouTubers them whatever and make them post them on for them
yeah,
platform.
man,
And it as
this is
well.
a part of it as well. That is definitely a part of it as well. So what we're looking at now, the conversations that we have here helps. The digital ads that we'll be running also helps. And then now sharing that content with the YouTubers to their subscribers, their social media platforms, their TikTok profiles, that is going to help also. So we're building out the content still because not everything will finish as yet, but we're building out the content to now give to the YouTubers to say, hey, here is banner, here is social media post, here is social media IG story, here is TikTok reel, share, please, and that engagement now would happen. And that engagement now would even make it more organic in terms of the conversations that will happen thereafter. So we know that there's a lot to come and there's a bigger strategy that is in play. But again, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to fire off every cannon that we want right this minute. Some things are a longer conversation. But what we definitely do know is that even now, we're having a conversation earlier, and the members of the JFF were even saying, boy, this is we don't want to take it as what I call it, we don't want to get too overjoyed by it. But this is the first time that people actually even buy tickets so early from before game day or before game week. So tickets are being sold online. People have information and people are purchasing tickets and people are
Yeah.
begging already too. so so the
You can't get rid of that from
you're
Jamaicans.
not get rid of it. I'm more than beg, because at least them know. That's the
Mm-hmm.
beauty about it now. When you beg, you know, you just make a decision, say you don't want to pay, but you still want to forgo.
Yeah.
So, me all right with
And
that.
I guess that ticket would be accounted for in any case.
In any case,
Yeah,
right?
man.
So, me understand, say, some people not here yet,
Yeah.
but it's coming. It's if you stand up in the line and it not reach you yet, the echo
Tough
now,
forward.
it a forward. It a
Yeah,
forward.
for real.
Trust me, it a forward. Some people say them not see the billboard them yet. The billboards are being distributed across Kingston. The digital boards, as I said, we just get the sponsor yesterday. Them sent us a letter last night, yesterday evening, to say yes, we'll run and that's iPrint. Yes, we'll run the digital ads. We say thank you. Understand? And it's a huge sponsorship, because even though it's digital ads, to run the ads on the people in billboard across the island, millions of dollars same way, even just for a week, even just for a week. So imagine if we have to run those ads 3 4 weeks in advance, you know. So again, there's a lot of different moving parts that all we're trying to do right now is to streamline everything, sync everything, get a clear understanding as to what are all of the different expectations, stakeholder relationships, manage the different processes internally, and then give the expected result. So we have one more week, exactly a night now, so call it tomorrow morning. So we have one more week till the game, and I can guarantee you that over the next 7 days, most persons, including yourself, will see all that you have been curious about. You
All
will see the
right.
billboards, you will see increase in ads, you will hear radio interviews, the coach is doing an interview, the players are doing interviews, Smart Jamaica TV, you will see all of that
Okay.
over the next couple of days to make sure that persons are getting all of the information that they need. Now, barring that, come by next game, September game, we have a longer stretch.
Mm.
You understand? Because literally we only had a couple of weeks to do this.
Yeah,
You
for
know,
real.
to be fair, we only had
But
a couple of weeks.
that is true. But where do you I would say, where do you put yourself in terms of the long stretch that you have now?
Mm-hmm.
What do you how what should I say? It more kind is clear, you know. All right. What timeline you give yourself pretty much to really make a indelible impact
Mm-hmm.
on the promotion and marketing of this World Cup campaign or this Reggae Boyz campaign?
Um, I don't want to speak out of turn. Um, I definitely say that the 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 process would take us a couple months to get everything settled. And when I say everything, I mean all different lanes, right? But when we start running, we know exactly where we're going. We know the exact exchange. We know the relay. We know the time. We know. So what we're doing now is almost our first dress rehearsal, and
Mm-hmm.
it may not necessarily be the dress rehearsal that everybody wanted, but it is now giving us an understanding of what is necessary and what is to come. Because for full the stadium, we need to talk to 4 million people. Fair. To get 40,000 people wanting to attend the game, we need to get to 4 million ears, 4 million eyes, 4 million, you know, 4 million different individuals at their different emotional levels. Whether they're vexed, whether they're happy, whether they're sad, we need to get the information to you. So that process is going to take some time. Some first are keeping at July, some first start market from last year. You understand? Some
You know, say me did not mention that, but because you mentioned say you do some renegotiation and them something, me never do that
right.
now because one
No,
part of the whole
I'll show
marketing
you. Yeah.
you have to start from I went to the United States, you know, I may tell you say me see one event I keep in a 2024 this year,
Mhm.
July, and I found last year August it advertise
Yeah, yeah,
every
yeah,
single week.
yeah. But pay attention, which company was doing it and how much money is behind that company. That makes the world of a difference. For any brand that you see doing something like that,
Mm-hmm.
there's a company behind it with a lot of cash
Okay.
and with a lot of resources, right?
So 876 stream soon get the
All that
machinery
machinery,
up
we
and
soon get
running.
the machinery. We send in the order, them a bill it, big weapons are forward. We soon
Okay,
start
okay,
buying
all
our
right. So the
arms
people them
system.
are get shook. Make we see what go
People
on.
them are gonna get shook. We
All
are
right.
gonna get
Any
shook.
questions from the comment section, people? Because the show is slated for 1 hour, But we're taking a few questions from the comment section. We're waiting from the people in the comment section. So we're looking forward to see the it look like you have a hard task in front of you still, Mr. Campbell.
Of course, we know what task.
Um, you really have to go win over the fans
Yeah,
if
man.
really get them back in the stadium,
Yeah,
because
man.
man, I tell
One
you,
day at a time, one by one. One by one. It sound hard and it sound tedious, but
mm,
we knew what the task was and we want it. We want it. Because this is absolutely by no means an easy feat.
is it
Remember,
one of your toughest tasks to date?
Yeah, man, the biggest thing I ever do in my
Yo,
life. The
why you
biggest
always
thing
take
I ever
on
do
the
in my life.
JFF big issue?
The biggest thing I ever do in my life. Take on a World Cup campaign for my country. No work
Uh,
I'm ever big, so. None.
all right, a question. Ira from Morris is saying, is the parish FAs making preparation for transportation for their parish? Some persons wanting to be at the game but are not sure how they will get back to their parishes without straight ride. Good
Okay,
question, that you
understood.
know.
Good question. And we have a plan for that. So we're currently in dialogue with the FAs to get some clarity on what processes and steps can be done. So the FAs will be doing that communication on behalf of us to make sure that the communities um, have an understanding and have a clear cut path to say, all right, then we know say 4 bus are left from X,
Mm,
10 bus are left from Y. There's a discount for the number of tickets that can be purchased through this FA. Boom, boom, boom. You get your discount batch, XYZ. So that communication has started. So that's definitely a really good question. But we have thought of that, and we are in communication with the FAs.
all right, cool. I think that is a brilliant point, man. And if that can galvanize right through it, cause really sometimes people
Exactly.
can't come because of drive, you know. And
Exactly. Exactly.
one next thing when we want you look into, you know, is the security at stadium.
Mm-hmm.
People have problem in driving them car come a stadium, and then when they go outside after them pay them
No,
money for park,
no care, no
then
dead.
car no there. Spot
Mm-hmm.
them as. So if you can probably look into that too, because that would be a part of the whole
So
marketing ploy too, you know.
we're gonna be working with JUTC. JUTC as our main partner right now. If other partners do come on to support over the period, that would be exceptional. Because so JUTC can't carry everybody, but we will be setting up shuttle services, and that is a part of what we'll be doing too. I know that in some instances, shuttle services have been provided before. Some persons don't opt for it, but we know that it still services a good amount of persons. So that is something that we keep in mind, and we know that we cannot falter on that. So
Mm,
shuttles will be advertised, leaving from X point. The buses will be on location to take you back to your starting point. So that is going to be coming out in communication, online, and in all the relevant interviews over the next couple of days leading up to the
okay.
games. Persons have all of that information.
All right. Chris Smith. Chris Smith. Mobile different from Clarendon, man. Yeah, remember Clarendon are rural, deep rural area, and so you can't put Mobile to Clarendon. All right, one recommendation from Brando is that for the diaspora in the US cities where the games will be playing, that's the Copa games,
Mm-hmm.
ensure that the Jamaican restaurants within 30 miles have noticeable size posters with the link so that they can purchase tickets from whether it is from a barcode or the whole website web link where them can go
Mm-hmm,
purchase the ticket.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
that's an
a
excellent
very
point.
good recommendation. Big up Brando for that one there.
Yeah, man.
Um, any plan for halftime entertainment?
So tell you.
Oh, them now tell we. Him now tell we that one there.
So tell you.
It's soon gone, you know.
You're gonna have some. We just give a little time. I could shake up the place the right way, you know, man.
Ah, yeah,
We have
man
some.
say
We
I'm
have
gonna
some
shake up
things.
the place.
Yeah.
When they make them talk, they're big.
A big speech, man.
When they say shake,
Yeah, man. We are gonna have it for back it up, man. We know that for sure. So we're actually in again conversation with the
yeah,
sponsor.
hear me?
Yeah, man. I hear you
Oh,
clear.
okay.
Yeah, may I say again, conversations with the sponsors, because most of them things I can't keep without a proper level of support from corporate Jamaica, and this was something that also in our um, opening ceremony, I would say, or meeting with JFF or press conference,
Mm-hmm.
it was very clear that we are asking kindly for as much support as possible from corporate, from the diaspora as best as possible, because to make this magic happen, it's going to take a lot of effort, and it's going to take a community. And really and truly, as much as people might have said, boy, campaign name lame, the reality of it is that was where the sentiment came from. That was what it was drawn from. The fact that no matter where you are in the world, if you're a Jamaican, this is yours. No matter what past experiences you've had with going to a football game where they're not satisfied, where they never like the squad, whatever the case is.
Why couldn't be Jamaica? Boom.
Well, I get in a trouble with some international regulations, man. Everywhere you go, I say boom, boom, sound like bomb, Can't have trouble that. But the sentiment is this is a Jamaica proud moment, So whatever means is necessary as Jamaicans, because one thing we know for sure, that if there's any moment that brings the 3.8 million people on this island together, is a moment of sports. It always is. The greatest moments when everybody is at their peak of joy and jubilation for a whole day. Nothing can spoil the mood. It's always as a contributor of sports. Whether that be from 98 World Cup, Usain Bolt and Shelley, like whatever it is, it's a moment of sports. And sports brings cultures together. And sports is the main thing that has been keeping our culture together and continues to represent the culture exceptionally well. So this is a moment for, say, Jamaica, fully, loud.
Land we love. All right.
Land we love.
All right, we hear it. Yeah, go on good. Cause once you go say shake up your place, people they must say, yo, look like something not gonna go on,
Something not gonna go on, man. With us, we don't want to let out too much one time. We want you to come and get the excitement too, That's why we are telling you, sir. We don't want to tell you everything right now. Make you see some things. Make you come in a stadium. When you come in a stadium and get a shock. Buy a ticket. Just trust me. Just go buy a ticket and come in a stadium and get a one shot. And then you can come find me after and cuss me if you never get a different experience. You can say, hey boy, say, girl on me. You can't do that. We not a problem with that, because we know what we have working with, and we know what we have as our internal skill set and our internal capabilities. So we stand on what we say, and we are gonna do what we mean.
Boy, I see people in the comment section and say, boy, believe no man, should I use? Believe no man.
It got in there, It got in there. All right. That's going on. That's going on something. I won't tell you what it is going on.
No, man, bust the exclusive, man.
No, man.
No, you have to bust the exclusive around here.
No. It's going on something. Believe no, man, is going on something. What the something is?
So make we know what go on, man. No ID. Make we know.
Link me back. Which part now? June. Link me back when the game done.
No, so when the game done, we have a victory we are gonna celebrate, man. We don't want to hear nothing after that, man. I know you have to drop it, man.
No, come on, no, drop it. But believe no, man, talk up on
the deal not solidify yet.
You not sign yet.
Oh, then that you have to say from morning, man, you go around the corner, man.
You not sign.
But if you believe no, man, if you know say the deal I go sign, believe.
Yeah. It go upon something, man. It go upon something. Believe. It.
But look like you no believe.
No, man, I believe, man. Me know. I don't believe me. No.
Oh, you just don't want to spill it same way. All right. Me get what you say still. Because certain things you can't leak when pen up to paper. Because people can change their mind for you the jiffy and say, wait, that one there, where am I going with? I leak out them thing and not solidify. Is it what I say?
Right. Yeah. Paper for sign first.
Yeah, man. One signature there on paper, you can't do anything.
Anything after that. Yeah.
All right. So any more questions in the comment section? Because we not. I had a really rough day. I may I tell us some things happen in the evening. I can't even tell you right now. But any more question, people? Let me see what go on. So let me ask the people them. Since Yuan came on and we pressure him and say Uno are the toughest fan about the place and um the things what them need for doing them now and do. Based on them explanation, Uno give them a pass because you have some people for real you know, they still kinda hold on upon the pipe iron, you know.
Yeah, man, yeah, man. Tell me what
Drop a comment. Uno drop in the comment section, people, in the chat room. Tell me if you have a different perspective now based on what Mr. Campbell say.
Because even if we still have some tough cookie in our crowd, yeah, man. Let me know. Because we're gonna work on
Him
that.
can use that to help him to move the thing forward now. So drop it. So
Yeah,
I want
man,
to look
of
I want to
course.
look at strategy me just give him this right to say that.
Of course. If it not work, if you don't believe me, let me know. Because me need to change that. We need to
Alright,
make
you
it.
made mention of tickets a sell and from early. Oh,
Yeah.
60%, 50%, 70%, 80%. Just give you a percentage.
To be very honest with you, I'd say about 20. But
20%?
yeah, but 20 is a start.
Cha cha.
20 is a start. Remember where I come from zero, you know?
Zero?
Before
Nah
this
man.
early before a game online.
Oh, okay. So you expect it to jump from 20% significantly?
Absolutely.
Okay, okay,
If
okay.
tickets start sell from last week, where never happened before, online for a JFF for a Reggae Boyz game. That
Okay.
that's great. That's great for me. We were at cricket the other day, Sunday gone, and we had some promotional girls out there, you know, just reminding people June 6th, National Stadium, so they had the signs up and everything. And a gentleman walked up to one of the promo girls and he was asking her how can he was asking some questions because apparently he bought 2 tickets already, but he's not gonna be here. So he was trying to find out, you know, how if the ticket is transferable and all of that. But just for the fact that somebody can see the advertisement and walk up and say, hey, you know, I bought my tickets already, but I'm not going to be here for whatever obligation he has. And was trying to engage. I'm proud of that. If you know,
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
man, you know, see our next version or come out of the stadium and say, yo, June 6th, I say, I'm first year already, man, I have a ticket.
Mm-mm.
Ticket on him phone, Bleachers ticket, lock, him and his wife. I say, yeah, you understand? So these things for me is very new. As I said, this early in the conversation, and no more so because of it being online. I mean, we've become a little bit more adaptive to online tickets, you know, making purchases online. But for the fact that we're still a largely unbanked and underbanked country in terms of utility of online portals and bank accounts and credit card and debit card and all of that, persons to start the process and have been purchasing their tickets. And every day there's the little uptick go on, it go on, it go on, it
Yeah,
go
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
good news for us.
Final question.
Mm-hmm.
And me big up all the people. I'm ensure so like the video before now, but that question I think a good question where we need to be asked. Just answer that and then give your final thoughts and we just jump on out over here. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
that is Kamaya's chicken. I'm not chicken, a kitchen, sorry. You mentioned that this is your biggest assignment to date. What successful international model are you adopting to ensure that we have a successful campaign?
Wow, that's a good question.
Yeah, man, a solid question.
Boy,
That's why a good way to end the
a
show.
bright girl that. Um, so the model that we're looking at um it's not one specific model. We have been doing our research with different international companies. We look at, for example, a Champions League model. We look at different models from different sporting industries, different sporting organizations, whether that be media, whether that be rights, whether that be production. And when I say rights, I mean like just rights to advertise a game, rights to produce a game, rights to, so just getting a deeper dive into understanding at an international scale how World Cup scale themselves, how does a Champions League scale themselves, how does an athletics association scale themselves, how IAAF run it, how does a Grand Prix run it, so, as I said to you, we talked about the car earlier, because we're
Mm-hmm.
looking at different things to see where we can pull different experiences, different opportunities, different creative ideas, and then utilize it to make our space and place that much more creative and innovative. What we're looking at is not just the space of football and on pitch experience. You're coming to the stadium, you're watching man them and then you leave. What we're looking at is a 360 approach. So how do we actually make sure that the fans outside of being in the stadium have an experience at different touch points? What does that fan experience look like? And what does a stadium experience look like? And what does an advertising experience look like? And what does a halftime entertainment experience look like as well? So the models that we're looking at are varied across the board. It's not one model that we're looking at, and it's not a cookie cutter approach to say we're just gonna take this and try to, duplicate it or try to fit it in our space. But we're trying to create something new. Um, and innovation sometimes take a little time, but that's where we're at with that. So thank you for that question.
Final thoughts before you jump off.
Um, well, not necessarily thoughts, but just words of encouragement. Believe, believe no man. Give the Reggae Boys your support. Now I'm not for do it stream. Now I'm not for do it JFF. Give the Reggae Boys your support. Um, this is a proud moment, as I said, for the country, and we benefit so much from our sportsmen and women in ways that we don't understand. Not to necessarily diverge from football, but for example, a Usain Bolt that has made his mark in the world as an incredible athlete. Anywhere you're going, you say you're a Jamaican, somebody recognizes the black, green, and gold because of what an athlete did, their performance. So we want our footballers to have an incredible performance everywhere they go, and everywhere they go, they're gonna need our support. So whether you're in the States, whether you're in the Caribbean, whether you're here on soil and in Jamaica, support the Reggae Boys wholeheartedly. Just leg out the bandwagon thing. But I wait till the man them almost reach. Then they say, yeah, give your support from early. Trust that the support and the team that is behind it, 876 Stream and the JFF and the administration and our sponsors, have you as the fans or your best experience at heart. We want to produce the best experiences for you. We will produce the best experiences for you. And that's a commitment that we have. So June 6th, buy your tickets, wear your black, green, and gold. For the one black shirt you have, wear it. For the one yellow shirt you have, wear it. For the one mix-up shirt you have, wear it. For the shirt from 98 you have, wear it. Because we are now looking at starting fresh, but starting on the right foot. We want the Reggae Boys to look up in at the stadium and say, yeah, I feel good. You understand? And we want our fans to look in the stadium as well and have that experience and feel good. Because that's going to make we even work harder. So thank you for your support in advance. Wider Jamaica, Diaspora, blessings. And just stay tuned and stay peeled for much more to come.
All right, big up yourself, Mr. Yuan Campbell. Thanks for being here. The people, they must say, yeah, man, they get the pass from the comment. The question where they say, oh, streamer go and based on what you explain. But, yeah, cranky. Them a do them rounds. Them say them a use the YouTubers. Him say it without apology. And I say, I'm not joke thing. So them a use the YouTubers to ensure their marketing is helped. So, we are going to call him off the year and make him know, so him have to go run the car meal, you know. Run the Benjamin. I don't know, joke thing. Anyways, big up yourself, man. We wish you all the best. You and your team, wish you all the best in getting this difficult job, like you say. When Mr. Dennis Chung going at the seat, we tell him, say, I want a hard job too, you know, and he must say, boy, no, and whatever. And it really, you see me, I say, so I want a hard task you take on to you and your team. But, as you say, believe no, man.
Believe, man.
Believe no, man. So, we are look forward to see stadium start jam pack again through the thrust from 876 Stream and the team as they push the whole marketing thing forward.
Yeah, man.
Because a long time we have said that. At 3 years we sit down on YouTube and say JFF need to start market the thing. And now, it no matter who them get, we get a marketing firm, our company or entity, and me could just see what go on.
Yeah.
Because me I tell you,
the request forward. It reach late.
Yeah. And if you not do it, the coach here and then debut, you know. Because people are going to swing, you know, me I tell you.
Yeah, man.
And them people are not play.
We know.
You know what I go on. Okay, you know what I go on. But anyways, big up yourself. Big up the people in the comment section again. Yeah, man. Until next time, big up. Alright, so people, as Iwan said, I said it too. I think it was a few days ago. We no business. We are support the Reggae Boyz. We no business about the JFF. Whoever are the Reggae Boyz we are support. See? So, we no just believe no man and go support the thing. You understand? Stay safe, you know, my people. Until next time, we will kick it off. Well, the ball game done. We scored the goal and we're gone. So until next time, stay safe. Peace out.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.